Hi guys, this is Yvonne
And I'm Yezzel.
and welcome to Chismecito Time. Today we're starting
Our sign keeps getting worse every
time.
time.
I kind of wanted to turn on now.
We'll fix it.
Okay, today we're going to get a little bit into politics, just a tiny bit, nothing crazy.
Right. Nobody likes to talk about politics.
No, but just some interesting topics we were talking about earlier. But I do think that no matter what, just you and me, like even if we have different beliefs about politics, like I don't think we've ever like fought about it. Like I think I hear you hear me, like I'm not like closed off or like, have I ever gotten offended with your political views?
No, but I think we've always had similar political views. Like
You
I don't think,
so?
I think we're both, it's a little weird because we're both a little wild, but we're still very much on the conservative side. But I think that has to do with us growing up in a Christian church, in a Christian
Because I
environment.
think we do have sometimes like
different views in life and,
yes.
and other things, but I think political and religion
but I
is
don't
the
think
same.
when we're like we don't have the same view, I don't feel like we're like
No.
offended or I don't like how you think or like we've never done that to each other.
Right. But I do feel like a lot of it, like we
Because
agree
we're so
on
similar?
yes, like we have a lot in common, so it works out for us. Because I don't
Because I'm
think
like I feel like sometimes you're like, oh, somebody doesn't want to talk to me, somebody canceled me, and I'm like,
right. Well, I thought it was gonna be canceled, like, well, not canceled, but I'm like, I'm sure some people are gonna unfollow me, and I actually got a lot of followers randomly. I'm like, okay, that was weird. And then someone reached out and said, thank you for sharing your faith. Like, they had no idea that, what else? I don't know. Like, I think that for friendships, it's a little bit more reasonable. I personally love the people that I love. I can care less who they voted for or what they think. Like, it doesn't matter to me. If your gender, whatever, like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, if I love you regardless. Right. But I think for relationships, you have to have the same political views. If not, like, it just won't work.
Like you're always arguing about it, kind of?
I think so. I have a friend that's married to this guy. They have complete opposite political views, and it becomes a fight. It's always a fight,
How weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I can marry somebody that has different political views.
No, I mean, it's not good business. I think it's bad business. But I think too that there are people, not everybody's like me, like not everybody, and it's just a fact. We see it. Like not everybody's okay with you. Not everybody thinks that way. Like, oh, I love you. I don't care what your political views are. Some people are like, oh, you don't think like me. I hate you. We're not the same. A lot of people think that.
Yeah, I think people are too extremist on them.
Yeah. So tell me right now what you were saying about why do people always have the need to?
No, I was just saying that it's so weird. Like if you get enough followers, if you get enough people that admire you, and you have a mic in front of you, like, and you always, I don't know, it just seems like people want something to believe in, or people are just so eager to like follow someone. Like people, like they see somebody with authority or power, they like what they're saying, and then it starts becoming like
Obsessive.
Yeah, so like pastors or politicians or celebrities, like it just seems like there's always like people obsessed with them. Like they say fans, and then they turn into like I don't understand why people get so obsessed with someone. They're just people at the end of the day.
You know what's crazy? That it's true. Like when they obsess with someone so much, like to where these cults or these pastors have told people like to like kill themselves.
Yeah.
And they do.
Yes. So I'm just like, why are humans like so in need of like follow someone? So weird.
And I think it's important that you are like strong like on what you stand for and what you believe, and that you stand up for what you believe, but you don't have to go fighting the world for that.
Yes.
Like if other people don't think like you, then
that's okay.
That's it.
Yeah, you want to like almost turn everybody to believe in what you believe, and it's just not gonna happen.
Right.
Like you can't get everybody to believe in what you believe.
Right. So we started talking about this because I got to go, and I think it was a great experience, beautiful experience, and I am so grateful that I went to the Charlie Kirk Memorial. And I was just telling Yvonne that it's there was literally like two types of people in my eyes. There was people that were really genuinely there for, Charlie Kirk. A lot of people didn't even know who he was before. The reason why I went is because I really liked him. From a while back. I don't know how he came out on my For You page. And I was listening to his, debates and stuff, and it really like resonated with me. And
Yeah.
I have 2 boys, so I want like my son to look at stuff like that, like leadership, and how a guy's supposed to like have these qualities as a man and grow up to be a leader and provider, and I want all of that for my son. So a lot of things I agreed. Again, I didn't agree on every single thing,
said,
but I did like him. So I was so sad when I heard about it, and now the whole world knows about him. But there was people there at the event that really were there, that liked him and like really were there for him. And then, but of course, President Donald Trump was a speaker there. So a lot of the people that went were there to go see Trump, so it was just, a lot of those people didn't know that Charlie Kirk was a Christian man, and that he, talked about Jesus and the gospel. And it was a Christian event, like it was not a funeral, it was a memorial.
Yeah.
So it was a Christian memorial, so there was praise and worship and then speakers. But a lot of people went to go see Trump.
I don't know him that well either. Like, I saw some of his debates and the way he spoke, and I thought he was very smart. I thought he had good debates. To me, it's more like, it just speaks on our, like, basically, it makes me upset that he was just practicing his freedom of speech.
Right.
And, like, somebody thinks, like, they have the right to end somebody's life. So I feel like that makes me like, what, like, I feel like we live in a country where we get to say whatever we want, and I feel like that's like violating our freedom of speech.
Absolutely. Again, because someone doesn't agree with you.
Yes, like, you really think that you can end somebody's life just because of what they say. Like, we're always gonna get people that we don't like what they say, they don't agree with us, but it doesn't mean like, or give anybody the right to like end somebody's life. I mean, that man had a family, and that, I think that's what I'm like, wow, that sucks. Like, America, like, has always been founded on the fact that we have freedom of speech, we can say whatever we want. And every debate he had, I felt like he was very like smart about it. He was very like, he had good points. He was a smart man. He wasn't just talking like to talk.
Right.
So it makes me sad that all that man to me was doing was exercising his freedom of speech, which we all get to do every day. Look, right now we get to say whatever we want, and if you don't like what we have to say, you just
don't
go to another video and watch. So it's like, it's just so really sad, because I feel like it's nice that we live in a world that we get to say whatever we want. I can make a YouTube page, I can make TikToks, and I can say whatever I want, and without afraid of somebody's gonna shoot me. And it just sucks that we've come to that. Like, really?
Right, like if you don't think like I think, or if you don't agree with what I agree, or you don't believe in what I believe, like I'm gonna shoot you, or I'm gonna. But it was a really, really nice experience. I'm glad my son got to go, my 15-year-old. It was crazy though. I've never seen so many people gathered in one spot. Yeah. We were there for 12 hours. It was
12
insane.
hours?
12 hours, yes. We got there at 3. We drove into Phoenix, of course, because I was off on Sunday, so I thought, okay, we can make it. But the flights to Phoenix were like $600, and absolutely not, I was like, no, we'll drive. So we ended up driving, got there at 3 a.m. The doors were going to open at 6, but I got a TikTok that it was already full at 1 in the morning. So I'm like, oh my God, we're not going to get in, because it was a limited amount. You would have to register, but it said it doesn't guarantee if it's first come, first serve. Yeah. So anyway, so I tell my sister, and my son went with me, and I'm like, okay, it's already full, so we're not gonna even sleep. We're gonna get ready and go straight there. So I was there like since 4 in the morning.
Oh my God.
And it finished at 4:30. Well, almost 5. It was insane.
What? Oh my God. Yeah.
But
it never crossed my head to go. But I'm glad that you did something that you wanted to do.
Yeah, it was really nice. Yes, I'm glad I was part of that history.
Nice. Okay, well, we're going to lighten up the mood, and we're going to ask Yezzel how her Puerto Rico trip was.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah. She got to wear all her outfits.
Yes, they were total success. Thank you. I still have them, by the way. I need to get her clothes dry cleaned. Anyway, so I left them all, and I was getting compliments on all of them, but the one that the brown skirt with the white shirt.
Wait.
Because I already had that one. I hadn't returned it.
Oh, yes.
So I was like, okay, that one. I'm like, I'll take this before I return it. That was like I think everybody's like favorite,
That
and
one?
of course the pink.
The pink one I felt was everybody's favorite.
You're right. I forgot about the pink one, but
Yeah.
it was a bikini, so of course it was everyone's favorite because it was a total bikini.
When I pulled it out, she was kind of like, how like she wasn't all
I
like,
wasn't in love with it because pink. I like pink, but I'm not. Pink's not my color, you know.
I made
Turns
it her
out
color.
it is my color.
I made it her color. I made it her color.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you're right. That was like number one. And then the skirt with the white top was number two. Everybody, all of them were super cute. It was fun. We got to, so we mentioned that the special guest that we had.
Everybody said it was going to be Daddy Yankee.
Right. He ended
Give
up
your
not
best.
going ever.
Woo!
But did you hear that Mark Anthony was there on
No.
the last final night? Because he had,
Who was the singer the last night? I didn't even go back and check.
I don't think anyone that we really.
It's so funny because there was so many predictions on TikTok, and they were like, the last week is gonna be the best, yada yada yada. It's gonna be supposedly Daddy Yankee's gonna get pulled out of retirement. It's gonna be Mark Anthony and who else?
The
Don
girls were
Omar.
thinking Anuel, Don Omar.
Don Omar.
Yeah.
They said también they said Tego Calderón. Like they said all these singers, ni uno fue, ni uno.
But Maluma was there for my night, so I was so happy.
I
that
can
he
see
was
that.
there.
I just wish he would have sang.
Yeah, well, yeah, he didn't sing. I don't know if Bad Bunny low-key doesn't like him or what.
He has to have liked him if he like he was there with him partying, no?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he went just with his wife.
Do they not have any songs together?
No, so he was just there when they were all singing like all the guys. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I got to see him. He's so cute.
Okay, so apparently there was a night where he made up with DJ DJ Luyan. So apparently that DJ is kind of like who started Bad Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
So like they got in a fight because I guess like he felt like he was holding him back a little bit, like telling Bad Bunny like, no, you can't go in that direction. So back in the day, like Bad Bunny was like, no, he started doing stuff on his own. So they kind of split, and they made up in one of the concerts, and he was there like playing. It was a really good concert because he played a bunch of his old songs. So that day would have been good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I would have loved to have been there when Ozuna was there. Who else?
No, that one. If you go back, it was really good. The DJ. It's because I think you don't realize how many songs they had together.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I guess you like Ozuna a lot.
I mean, I don't love him, but I like him.
I would have loved to have been there with Fercho, like with Faith. That would have been my number one. And my number two was Raúl Alejandro. Those two were my top two. Like any of those two, I would have like been so happy.
Did you like the concert? Really?
No.
I didn't either. Well, I did like. Obviously,
we
but
loved
I didn't
it, but
love
I didn't
it.
like the whole like
Going back and forth.
Becky got kind
It
of
was
like,
different. It was a little bit different. So then my sister too, she's never been a Bad Bunny fan. So I really thought she was gonna like be obsessed with him. I made her memorize the whole album, like the whole playlist. Before we went, I was like, this is a playlist, guys, for the concert. You guys have 2 months to learn every single song on here because I don't want you guys to be not enjoying it. And I want you to sing. I mean, isn't it good at the concerts when they play your songs and you know all the lyrics to them? So then she did her homework. She knew all the songs. And she was like a little bit disappointed. I thought she would leave that concert being obsessed with him, and she wasn't. No, she was like, she wasn't blown away.
You know which one was
It was a different type of concert, I feel like. It was more focused on, Puerto Rico
and the vibes.
Which you told me about what hotel to stay in. I was kind of glad that you gave me like all the info.
I told her where to stay, Which, the one I stayed at was really cute. A patient recommended that one. So mine was really cute, pero como que no había ambiente. And I told Giselle, go to that one. That one looks cool. It has a club downstairs. And you said that Maluma was partying at the club, no?
You want to tell you my biggest regret in life? Like, you know that moment when you wish you could like just for a little quick second, like turn back in time. So we were gonna go out, and then because Yvonne, I was like, Yvonne said that that this is the best club to go to, and we were leaving, and they were putting up stanchions, and then I thought, wow, it really gets that packed because they're putting up stanchions for the line, and there was nobody there yet. And then we left, we came back, we were so exhausted, and that's when I'm already old. Like, had you been there, you would have been like, we're going out. But I felt like it was kind of like they were kind of leaving it up to me, and I'm like, girl, I'm ready to go to bed. We were so exhausted, because we had been out at the beach like all day. So then the girls are like, okay, so are we going or not? And anyway, I'm like, I can go to bed, doesn't matter, I'll just go to bed. Dude, we order DoorDash. We were exhausted, but I was still hungry. I was so tired. I'm such a big back. Like, I was like half asleep with like a freaking burger. Like, I would take a bite and then go back to sleep. That's how exhausted I was. My sister went to go pick up the DoorDash. When she comes back to the room, she's like, dude, the line is out the door. Like, are you sure you don't want to go? It looks like it's good. Like, the line's out the door. And when you stay in that hotel, they give you like preference to go in. Like, we didn't. Anyway, so long story short, I'm like, nah. Goes to sleep, dude. Next day, Maluma was there. Like, bottle service, everything. That's why it was so packed and the lines were out, because Maluma was there. So the hotel that Yvonne told me to stay in was the place, like the nice. They have one of the top restaurants in all of Puerto Rico. It's like shaped like a seashell, gorgeous. And the night we went to go have dinner there, the girls from Love Island were there. So I never watched Love Island, but everybody here did. And then somebody told me Yezzel, the girl from Love Island's there, and I was like, well, I don't even know what she looks like. She was in the same restaurant the same night. It was. I didn't take pictures. I didn't fangirl or anything because I really didn't even know her. But
and I told her, like, you guys have to stay there because there's a club downstairs and it gets really good and you miss Maluma.
Dude, it was that one moment that they're like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know, whatever you guys want. Like, I can go to bed. I can order DoorDash. Like, I'm so exhausted. I'm like, no. Had I said yes, we would have been there. We would have been there.
Like, we've been in Vegas. I'm like, let's go out. No, I'm tired. I'm like, let's go. No, I want to go to my room.
I've taken stories where I'm like, Yvonne and Bridget went out to party, but I'm gonna go to bed. I've gone to bed in Vegas. But this time, I feel like if one of the girls, I'm gonna blame them too, because I feel like if one of them would have pushed me a little bit to be like, come on, let's go. It's our own, like, it's one of the only nights that we have, because we didn't go for many days. I would have been like, all right. Like, I would have, I just needed a little push, but they were like, well, whatever you want. I'm like, let's go to sleep. I regret it.
That's why I had to go with you. That's why I had to go with you.
We did it wrong. You see, that's why we can't go on girls' trips without each other. Never again.
One time we were at a restaurant and she's like, we were on vacation, right? And we were like exhausted and we were like, let's go out. And they're like, she had been throwing up.
I was so hungover.
And she didn't want to go. And then I made her go. Like, we're in Puerto Vallarta. And then she's on the table like,
asleep.
¿Tú crees?
Asleep. I was so tired. But again, how I'm such a big back. I'm like so tired, and I literally fell asleep there. And then they come, they're like, oh, and I had been throwing up, so you would think like this girl does not want to eat, right? And then the guy comes, okay, can I take your order? I'm like, I'll have the lobster, please.
Steak and lobster.
Fun times. I still have an appetite even if I'm tired or sleepy.
No.
But yeah, but it was fun. Puerto Rico, okay, don't come for me. Do not cancel me, please. I'm a good person. Follow me. Follow me on Instagram. But I didn't love Puerto Rico.
What?
Dude, come on. Like, I'm sorry, but Cancun is, to me, okay, it's my opinion.
I mean, obviously we love Mexican beaches and there's so much fun.
Cancun is so beautiful. To me, it's the most beautiful place on earth. But mind you, I've never been to the Italian coast. So I don't know if, or the Amalfi coast.
No. I've been to a lot of beautiful beaches. But Mexican beaches, they just have like the party in the beach. It's just very different. Like, you go to Puerto Rico and they're calm. The beaches are calm. Like there's no like.
Right. It made me think at Puerto Rico we went to this beautiful. It's I think rated one of the top 3 beaches in the world, so that we had to go. And the girls were a little annoyed with me. I'm like, if Yvonne was here, this wouldn't be happening. But because I'm kind of like, you only live once. I'm all about like the experience. Like it hurts me to spend money on like material things. Like I'll think about it a little more. But if it's an experience, I'm like, oh no, honey, we're gonna have the best of the best for that. So then I made us all take a private plane to this island called Culebra. And they have there one of the top 3 beaches. So I really wanted to go there. We're not in Puerto Rico all the time, so come on guys, let's go. But the ferry, we were gonna go in a ferry, and it cost $4 to ride the ferry there, which takes 1 hour. And I was like, fine, I'll take one for the team, $4, that's fine, you know, because everybody agreed. I'm like, oh, that's the cheapest thing, let's just go in the freaking ferry. When we get to the ferry, I do feel like they're so conservative in Puerto Rico, don't you think? Like they were kind of like, I mean, I'm at the beach, I want to be in a bikini. So they didn't let us ride the ferry because they said I needed a shirt.
What? That's funny because I was wearing like you know how the outfit that you liked, that I was wearing like a
see-through, like mesh?
It was see-through. I had a bikini, like thong bikini, and I had a mesh over it. And I was like, what if they tell me something? I'm literally showing my ass. And nope, I went to the restaurant, they were fine, and I went to a bunch of places and they didn't tell me nothing. But I felt like, oh man, if I was in Cancun, because I'm so used to in Cancun, they make you cover in the restaurants too. So I was used to that, but no, they didn't tell me nothing. So I didn't feel like they were conservative.
But I thought it was like the capital of the perreo.
Yeah.
Or what, and I felt like they were like being offended with my boobs. I'm like, do I need to put them away? I even told the girls, let me put on a jacket, you know? Just because. Okay, let me tell you what happened. We walked into this place that was so delicious. And then the guy was like, the waiter was like, yeah, come in, like all this stuff. And then when I passed by, he's like, he literally said this out loud. I think he didn't think I knew Spanish. And then he's like, ay, Dios mío, por favor, sálvala, Jesús. He said that about me. He was praying for me. That's horrible.
Oh my God.
I was like,
it's a shishona pecadora.
Like that. 100%, dude. I'm like, what the hell? And it was, yeah, I want to say, I don't know if it was pink bikini or, might have been pink. No, it was a green dress.
Oh, really?
With that dress, I got prayed for. He even said it with this Puerto Rican accent, like, ay, Dios mío, sálvala, Jesús, por favor. Dude, I was like, what? Dude, you can ask the girls. I was like, okay, I'll put on a jacket for the rest of the trip. It was so hot. It was hot and some place I had a jacket.
Dude, I didn't have that experience at all.
And then they didn't let us ride the ferry. They're like, I'm sorry, if you guys want to ride the ferry, you need to put on clothes.
Clothes.
Then, okay, so then that happened. So then because there was another guy that was really nice and helpful. And then I told them, oh, they didn't let us ride the ferry because apparently we don't have enough clothes on, but we're going to the beach. Like, I don't understand. And then he's the one that said, he's like, well, there's an airport down the street. He's like, you can just take a plane there and you'll get there in 15 minutes. So
Which is better.
Yes, dude, I loved it. Loved it.
Like, I'm sorry, but I've done ferries. I did a ferry in Mykonos one time to go to another island. Never again in my life am I doing a ferry. Like, that one wasn't $4. That one was like $30. But like, I'll take a plane ride any day. Like, those ferries are seriously like, you feel like you're just
like riding a bus on
the beach. So we didn't do it because of price. We did it because they're like, oh, the ferry will take you. Like,
right.
But I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing ferries. I'd rather do the airport. Like, I'm sorry, but like.
Well, you can also get like a private boat, but they were sold out. We couldn't find anything.
There was no boats. Remember I told you that I had to get a private boat?
Yeah.
Because there was no boats to Culebra.
Yeah.
We got a private one.
We couldn't even find a private boat. Because it would have been around the same, I'm guessing, like $1,500? Or was it more?
I think it was 15. I think it was
That's
15.
exactly how much the private little plane was.
Yeah.
So then we go to the airport, and I asked and then the girl said, oh, it's it's not per person. It's basically you have to pay the whole price for the little plane. And she said the price was $1,565. So $1,600 for whatever. There was 6 of us.
Oh.
So it ended up being like $265 per person for like a 15-minute. Well, from the minute we boarded to the time we got there, it was exactly 11 minutes.
Pero how did you get back then?
The same.
Oh.
It's like round trip.
Okay.
$265 round trip per person.
Ours was $1,500 for the boat, but it took us, and then they gave us like snacks and stuff, and the guy would take us to like different beaches.
No, we just like landed there they have the airport, and then we rented a little like golf cart or whatever it's called, like an ATV, and then we drove around the little island, and then we went to that beach. It's called Flamenco Beach. That's a beach that's one of the top beaches in the world, and it was a beautiful beach. But I felt like I was getting that mom guilt. I'm like, oh, I wish my boys were here to experience this. I wasn't feeling like, oh, I want to shake my ass. It wasn't like a party vibe at all.
Oh no, there was nobody in that island. It was like literally a private beach. But you didn't go to the place that Bad Bunny said, La Casita Blanca, or what is it called?
No, we went, La Casita Blanca. We drove by. The line was so long. I'm like we woke up too late.
Oh yeah, no, we got there on time. We only waited like 30 minutes, and the food was really good. We had tostones, we had all the traditional dishes. They gave us a little caldito de plátano. Like, it was so good. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to wait. We could have, but
no, the line the line is hours if you get there late. So I'm glad you didn't wait, but you guys should have gotten up early. Es que también estas, they take forever to get ready. I'm glad I didn't go with you.
No, we actually woke up really early, but we went to the beach around the hotel because the girls wanted to get that little coconut that says the Bad Bunny coconuts.
Yeah.
And so we went there first, and I think that took up a lot of time. So we didn't get there all late, but by the time we got there, the line was already too much.
Yeah. No, the girls I was with, they would get ready pretty fast.
Right.
Like we all did. So.
And we woke up super early, like the day that we went to Viejo San Juan. That we were the only. I loved it because Mallorca usually has a huge line too, and we were there so early that there was no lines for anything. We were in, and that's when the guy was saying a prayer for me.
There's a coffee that comes in a bag. It has the area code. That's what the coffee's called. And then we're all like excited to go there. And then the girls, it took a while. There was a long line. They took a while to get the coffee, and they didn't have the stickers, like of the coffee.
Which one? The one that we have here?
Yes, the one, the
787.
See, you know how the original is from there, right?
Right.
So we go there all excited, like the first day, like, oh, let's go get the coffee from there. And then they waited for like 30 minutes. So yeah, and I was in the car waiting. So then they finally got the coffee, and then they ran out of stickers. We had the bags without the 787 sticker. Like I don't know. Sometimes you're like all excited and you
about
can't
a certain thing. Yeah. We got it.
No, I know you did.
But we were you in the car because there was no parking? Like you don't know where to park? We parked. I told my sister just park here and pray that our car doesn't get towed.
No, I did almost the same thing. I just stayed in the car. Yeah, like I parked also illegally, but
right. Yeah, we parked illegally. How about the streets are so like narrow, huh?
Well, actually, the worst narrow streets I've been in was in Mallorca, in Spain. But these were pretty close.
Dude, I'm like,
the ones in Mallorca were fucking scary.
Like sometimes, like someone you had to wait.
How do you feel?
There's no way. You have to wait for someone to leave so you can go in. Like there's no way 2 cars fit.
No, and then I drove the whole time, right? So it was so funny because I kept saying, we're going to La Perla. Because they was like, don't go to La Perla. And we're like, we're going to La Perla.
I told my friends that we're insane. I'm like, estamos en La Perla. Because they're like, where are we? I'm like, La Perla. They were all scared.
Oh, it was so funny.
I had to be the leader in this, with this group. And usually I'm like, it's funny because even in the airport, I'm like, girls, like, we need a leader, and I just don't want to be it. I want to turn off my leader cap and follow someone.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I have to lead.
I'm usually the leader too. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
So when I travel with you, I'm like just following you, even for our gate and everything. I'm like, I'm following you. I don't know where our gate is. I haven't even looked at my boarding pass. But I had to. I was forced to lead. I did a good job, but I was scaring them too. I'm like, we're going to. Which my sister's a good leader too, so I was like, but I have no patience, so she was getting mad because whenever she's driving, I'm like, stop, hold on, you know. I'm like, I think she drives reckless. I'm like, girl. So she's like, if I'm gonna lead, like stay up, like don't tell me what to do, you know, because I want to micromanage her leading too. So anyway, but that's it. Lesson learned. We're never gonna travel without each other again. I want it in writing.
Wait, but Giselle takes like 2 hours to get ready.
She's
I forgot
lying.
about that part.
Dude, she's lying. Every single trip, they're all hungover asleep till like 10, and I'm always the one at 6 a.m. I have proof. I'll show you. Puerto Vallarta, I was walking down the beach at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, but then when you actually go upstairs to get ready, you take like 3 hours.
No, I was ready for Puerto Vallarta. I was ready to go.
No. Puras mentiras. Well, thank you guys for joining our podcast. Today was a little more serious, but...
Right. No, it wasn't. A little bit of both.
Las chichotas de la
They give you
Yezzel, always front and center.
Pray for them.
They prayed for your chichi.
For my salvation. I'm like, what is happening? I never felt so judged in my life before.
Aww.
It's okay. Anyway.
Okay. All right.
Thank you guys for
thank
watching.
Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.